Hello everyone and welcome to Monday. Yesterday we spent the day working on various things, one of which was Pikmin. We have been working very hard at trying to finish up Pikmin. We've been doing pretty good. And actually we were going to just completely finish the game last night. Last night we recorded the whole of Heroes and we were like, yeah, let's do Dream Den, yeah. And then we took a tiny break to get a snack. We were going to go play the Dream Den, and then in the middle of the snack, Mal just goes, "Oh my god, I have a dentist appointment in the morning." We just kind of stared at each other like, oh, okay. So we had to stop to make sure that we would have adequate sleep. So instead of finishing Dream Den, we went to bed, got up this morning and took care of that. Mal went to the dentist. While she was at the dentist, I had to go over to the bank and pay rent, which is actually kind of a pain. There used to be one of the locations like very close by our house, and that's how we pay our rent to our landlord who doesn't live in this state, and we just deposit the money into her account. And it was it's a pain now because now the nearest bank is a lot further away, but I went to another bank and deposited the money and we're all good there. And then we actually met up with Dan briefly to give him the Pikmin that we recorded last night, and now we are back home again. And the tearing that you hear is Mal, who is getting the Banjo-Kazooie painting all ready. That is going to its new home. Where's it going, Mal?
Tennessee.
Tennessee. So Banjo-Kazooie is heading off
This
to
is the back of
Tennessee.
No one ever sees the back.
It's true.
This is a thicker canvas. My thinner ones that I use sometimes have a bar here. But I've been writing this information, and I didn't in the first few paintings, but I started to write more and more every painting.
Yeah.
Because like I was writing the varnish, but I was like, oh, I should write down isolation coat. But now I write down the name and the date.
And sign it again on the back. That's nice.
I didn't do that before, and then I saw someone online do that with theirs. I was like, that's a good idea. I should do that too. So now I do that too.
That's good. So, if we would have had that ready earlier, we would have just taken that to FedEx before the appointment. But now we're doing it, so this will get sent off and be on its way to Tennessee. How's your appointment, by the way? You turned a temporary filling into a permanent filling?
I had the root canal, you know.
Yeah.
And I've still had problems with it.
Yeah. And
it kind of got to the point of where the endodontist was like, I don't know, get your crown, it'll make it better.
Yeah.
And I spoke with someone who's a dentist, and they were like, you shouldn't do that because the most likely thing is your tooth is broken, like a microfracture up in the root. Yeah. That's what he thought it was. But he said, you can't diagnose that until you've ruled everything else out. Sure. So he said that even the filling probably wasn't the best idea because I decided to have a permanent filling put in to like protect it in case it is okay and not broken. He's like, based on your finances and, what you truly think. But I decided to have the permanent filling put in because the temporary was kind of concave and was like had an indent. And whenever I had like strawberries or raspberries, like a seed would get stuck there and it was painful. So the dentist today put in like a permanent filling to kind of like seal it off and keep it good until it decides if it's broken or just angry.
Fun.
But I didn't need Novocaine.
Well, that's a plus.
Yeah, it was real quick. It was great.
I'm glad you didn't need Novocaine because, to be honest, then you'd be all numb and it would be hard to record Pikmin, which is what we're going to do today. We are going to be trying to finish up the rest of Pikmin. Well, the campaign. They're still challenge mode, but we're going to be finishing up Dream Den today. So we're going to get that taken care of, take that to FedEx, and we're going to come back, work on some of the Chef Gone food, because there's still so much left.
Also Tropical Storm.
And then we're going to work on Dream Den. And that's the other thing. Tropical Storm. There is Irma? Does that have a name?
It's going to be Irma.
It's going to be Irma. There's a tropical storm that's going to hit tonight, so we're trying to make sure we have all of our stuff done before tonight. And we might have Dan and Lindsay over tonight to help us clean up more of the Chef Gone food. I don't know. The other thing is I want to make sure that they can come over early enough before the storm hits, because if the storm hits, that's going to be bad because they may not be able to get home. I've lived over in that neighborhood. It floods like crazy, and that would be not so good for them. So we'll see what happens. It's a bit of a crazy day. Yes. Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Whoa. Get a little Ric Flair in me. We beat Pikmin 2. I mean, the campaign. We beat the campaign. And I gotta say, I gotta tell you something. It was hard. It was really hard. Mal, how did you feel about the Pikmin 2 campaign? That is exactly, more or less, how I felt about it. I gotta say, playing through Pikmin 2, there was definitely frustrating parts. And everything, it was kind of an up and down roller coaster, but I was dealing with it, and I was like, this is hard. I'm having fun, but it's hard. And Dream Den, the very last area of the game, was where I was like, oh my god. I have not been that angry or frustrated or stressed or anxious in relation to a video game in a long time. The closest thing that's ever come to it is probably Tulip. Anyone who's watched the Tulip Let's Play knows that me and Mal almost lost our minds in that Let's Play. And I gotta tell you, Pikmin 2 didn't really come... I mean, it got close, but didn't really come close to Tulip, but the Dream Den pushed it over the edge. Way over the edge. I was so much more frustrated with Dream Den, and then by association, I guess, Pikmin 2, than Tulip, than I ever was. And Mal agrees. I mean, it was just... Man. It was really rough. I mean, really, really rough. And I am so happy that it's over with. I overall really enjoyed Pikmin 2, but there's a lot of bullcrap related to the game sometimes, and certain things can just happen. You can drop into a floor and suddenly, you've lost 25 guys because you're just overwhelmed and you have to think quickly and do things, and you're trying to switch stuff, and it's hard. It's hard. But the good news is we beat it. And I gotta say, for all of the anger and frustration and loopiness and emotional response that I had to everything related to the Dream Den, it all washed away the minute that we started killing the final boss. Once that happened, it was gone. All the stress that I had was gone. Everything that I'd ever felt towards the game, any animosity, was just gone. It was replaced with pure happiness. I'm really, really happy to have finished the campaign. There's still challenge mode, and I'm excited to get into challenge mode, but I also feel that it's going to be a very different experience than the campaign was. We 100%ed Pikmin 2. That is hard to do. It takes a lot of time. Our playtime at the end was 34 hours. It was rough. But thankfully, it's done now, and I'm very happy that it is. Anyway, so now that we're done, I believe, are Dan and Lindsay coming over?
I think so.
You think so? So I believe Dan and Lindsay are coming over, and they're going to help us work on some of this food that we still have left. It's going to be nice to just kind of relax with friends after something that was, honestly, a traumatic event. So Dan and Lindsay are here. And they're helping us eat up these hot dogs, which is really important.
It's the last of the buns.
Oh yeah, we're done with the buns. I've moved on to bread, and there's still, I think, 2.5 loaves.
Oh my god,
that's ridiculous.
Yeah, do you guys want a loaf?
Plus,
of bread?
your mom gave us a half loaf.
So 3 loaves. You guys want a loaf of bread? Because if
sure.
you want, you can have.
You can always use.
I mean, you can even just
PB&Js or.
You could even just eat the bread if you want. You could just put branch on it.
I heard branch, and then I realized you said ranch.
Yeah, you can put tree branches on it.
I mean, you could probably do that too. I don't know if I would advise that.
I mean, you could also toast it.
Oh my god, you can make... Well, you guys can make toast. I've never been real successful with it. But yeah, I've heard that people can make toast. After dinner, everyone asked me to take a quiz to figure out which Harry Potter you are.
We had to do the sorting hat.
Which
house.
Which Harry Potter hat you wear.
on Pottermore.
Which Pottermore hat you wear.
There's
what?
only one hat.
There's a sorting hat.
If there's only one hat, why'd I take the quiz?
No,
Does the hat
you wear the
compete?
hat, and the hat tells you what house you're in.
Oh, what house?
Yeah,
What dormitory?
What dormitory I'm in.
Yep.
based on like your character and your
Your
who you are.
personality,
So,
your aspirations,
so
deepest fears.
it was like, do you want to eat or be warm? And I was like, be warm? And it was like, you're Hufflepuff. And that was it. So now
You're
I'm...
loyal, patient, fair, hardworking, and true.
You got all that because I was like,
That's what Hufflepuffs are. I'm a Hufflepuff. Dan is a Gryffindor.
Okay.
Lindsay is a... Are you also a Gryffindor?
I am also a Gryffindor.
Oh.
So is Thomas, I think.
What's the other ones? One of them's the snake land, snake hat.
Slytherin.
Snake hat. And what's the fourth one?
Snake hat.
Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw.
Yeah.
I can never remember Ravenclaw. I can
What?
remember the other three.
Are you
So-
going to find out what kind of Patronus you have now?
Yes.
Oh my god. Is that another quiz?
It's shorter.
It's shorter.
Well, this one's actually pretty short. This one was just like, do you like raisins? And I was like,
Oh, you also have
sure.
to pick your wand.
Yay.
What does that mean? What happened?
What are you? You're a mammal.
I'm a fox.
You're a fox.
What does it mean?
You have a fox Patronus.
That's the animal that protects you when the Dementors are coming to get you.
Oh god.
You wave your wand and you say Expecto Patronum, and then the fox shoots out the end of it, wispy and white, just like that.
And
Oh.
saves you.
Yep.
What is yours?
Mine is a marsh harrier. It is a bird and it is very lame.
Oh. Dan, what's your Patron?
Harriers are...
Oh, he's just getting.
Oh, you getting your Patron. What's your Patron?
The fish.
salmon.
I'm a salmon.
Wow. That's I mean, I hate to. That's really lame. That's
And I don't like fish.
Oh, don't tell your Patronus that. They'll know, and then they won't protect you or something. Oh. Which one are you? You're white mare? Mm-hmm. So you're a horse. Mm-hmm. Huh. I'm gonna be honest, mine's the coolest one.
That is very true.
The fox, he ran through the forest and was like, I'm a fox. It's been a while since we've run the Roomba. Anytime we've needed to vacuum, we've just vacuumed using, the traditional vacuum. And it's going to town. It's also nice because we're finally cleaning stuff up. Dan and Lindsay left quite a while ago. We've been finishing up some work that we've needed to finish up today.
I finished my video.
Mal
My pass of it.
Mal finished the first pass of the Banjo-Kazooie full version, which is very good. I'll completely finish that up tomorrow. And also tomorrow, fingers crossed, she'll get started on her next painting, which is actually due Saturday. Would normally be cause for alarm because it's just a few days, but the subject matter that she plans on painting is right up her alley, something she knows very well, and I think that she'll do fine and she'll knock it out of the park.
It's a painting I've wanted to do for like 7 months.
Yeah. Yeah, Mal's wanted to tackle this specific thing for a while. But it's a summer themed painting.
And I couldn't do it in the winter.
The idea first came to us in the winter, and I was like, well, that ain't gonna work. You need to really do this in the summer. Hello. Emerged from under the couch. But yeah, things are starting to look good. Things are getting cleaned up finally. We've had wine bottles sitting on our counter for a few days. They're finally gone. There was a ton of controllers. Those are all cleaned up. I told you it'd be a day. I told you.
Laundry.
One more load of
One
laundry.
more, and I could have done it, but I wasn't sure when we were ready for bed, and I needed to take a shower. I didn't want to have no hot water.
That's fair. Like I said at the beginning of the day, it was going to be a day. And it was a day. There was a lot of stuff that happened. A lot of stuff that we've been working on. I can't believe we finished Pikmin 2. Like, it was a day. It was a day. That's going to be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Still going to end the day by probably getting a shower and then finally shaving. I've needed to shave for a while. And then more adventures tomorrow. The house is mostly cleaned up, so we don't have much more to do there, thankfully. But we're still working tirelessly on so many other things, especially with the 500th episode of Morning Mario happening on Friday. Some more work to be done. Thanks for watching, and as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?